Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review, and today it's on a movie from 2004, and that is Clifford's Really Big Movie. Now, the plot of this movie is where it's based on the book series, the Scholastic book series, and the PBS Kids TV show Clifford the Big Red Dog. And so in this movie, you got Clifford, played by John Ritter, Cleo, played by Cree Summer, and T-Bone, played by Kel Mitchell. And so Clifford and two of his best friends, they go on a journey, and they travel to this animal show called Larry's Amazing Animals, presented by Larry, of course. But as for Larry here, for Larry, when it comes to Larry hosting, Larry presenting the Larry's Amazing Animal show, Larry doesn't allow animals who have owners, and so they pretend that their dog tags are fake. But yeah, so that's pretty much the basic plot. That's pretty much the basic plot of Clifford's Really Big Movie. Of course you got Clifford and Cleo and T-Bone. Yeah. So, what do I think of it? Honestly, this movie was one of my childhood movies right here. Yeah, that's right. I actually kind of liked Clifford's Really Big Movie. Since Clifford the Big Red Dog was one of my childhood shows and books. Yeah. And of course, this movie was also dedicated to the memory of John Ritter, who was the original, who was one of the voices of Clifford the Big Red Dog, and so this movie was dedicated to his memory, and this movie came out a year after John Ritter died on September 2003. But yeah, and of course, Clifford's Really Big Movie also serves as a series finale of the original series when it was on PBS Kids until they brought it back in 2019 last year. But yeah, so I remember watching this movie when it was on Netflix. I remember watching this movie on Netflix, and for what it is, I think it's a good movie from my childhood. I thought the animation in this movie is pretty good, just kind of similar to on the show itself, and the animation's pretty good. Even the voice acting's really good too. John Ritter does a great job as Clifford, and Kel Mitchell as T-Bone, and Cree Summer as Cleo. And yeah, and all the other voice actors, they do a good job in this movie too. Oh yeah, and Wilmer Valderrama's in this movie too, and of course he was on That 70s Show, and he's done a bunch of other voiceovers like Disney voiceovers in Onward this year, as well as Handy Manny. And of course, this movie was made by Warner Brothers and Scholastic, and excuse me, and honestly, I kind of like Clifford's Really Big Movie. It's one of the rare movies based on children's shows that I like. And of course, I still like it to this day too. But yeah, so this movie came out in February 2004, and this movie got mixed reviews from critics. Critics were kind of mixed on this movie. But the good thing is, Clifford's Really Big Movie actually did pretty well at the box office. It did really good at the box office. So it's one of those children's movies that are based on children's shows that did very well at the box office. One of those rare children's films that were box office successes. Unlike the others, like Barney's Great Adventure. Barney's Great Adventure that bombed at the box office because of how stupid it was and how childish it was. And Sesame Street Presents Follow That Bird. I mean, that critics like that movie, but Follow That Bird didn't do well at the box office. And plus, I also learned that Clifford's Really Big Movie is so far the only PBS Kids movie that's based on a PBS Kids show, unless if you don't count the others like Barney's Great Adventure, that piece of crap, and the Sesame Street movies Follow That Bird and Elmo and Grouchland, because back then, because those two children's shows actually came out before PBS Kids existed. Yeah, because PBS Kids wasn't around when Sesame Street and Barney first came out. So yeah, that makes sense. So overall, Clifford's Really Big Movie is one of my childhood movies, and I'm gonna give Clifford's Really Big Movie 4 out of 5 stars. That's my best rating. And so, if you're a fan of animated movies, and if you haven't watched Clifford's Really Big Movie, then I say give it a watch. It's not that bad because I don't know any people out there who don't really like Clifford the Big Red Dog. I mean, like I said, I used to think he was okay back like 5 years ago, but now that I think of it, it's still one of my childhood shows and books. So yeah, because I think there's a lot of people out there who love Clifford the Big Red Dog. So if you're a fan of Clifford the Big Red Dog, then I recommend this movie. If you haven't seen it yet, then I recommend it. It's not bad. It's not that bad. It's good. It's good for what it is. So there you have it. All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for my movie review on Clifford's Really Big Movie, and so that's gonna be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.